Are you a top 10, top 5 eBay seller in your category?
I
Are you
I
going to
don't know
share that?
where I fall. Um,
Oh, really?
I think I'm up there. Um, I won't get into it too much, but I'm hoping for some big things to happen next year.
Okay. Awesome. Because I found that really interesting. I've never known about that there are rankings
Hmm.
for each category on eBay as sellers.
Hmm.
It's kept privately, for the people who are those top sellers, but it's really motivated me to chase that.
Yep.
And it's funny looking at all my friends, you, Dan, Squeaks, TCA. I'm sure Rusty's been like number one or two forever, but it's amazing that like seeing the success that all you guys have been able to gain over these few years. Um, I look at it look in the mirror of like, oh, I could have been doing that. What the hell have I been doing for the past year? But it's really cool to see, and I'm excited to like jump into that again at some point.
Hmm.
Um, so you've seen incremental growth over your past few years. Your last video, I believe you did 800 and some $1,000 in revenue. Was that what the number was?
Yeah. So that was it was like 700,000 on eBay, and then the
Hmm.
rest came from TCG Player, my website, YouTube ad revenue, the affiliate links, and all of that stuff.
That was 2022.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'll open up a little bit too about my revenue because I like that you said that you're surprised by your incremental growth in this industry or this business since you started. I for different reasons declined heavily, but when I went full time with Pokemon, which was 3/4 of the way through 2020,
Hmm.
similar to you, um, there was a side hustle, and then I went all in and did. I think by the end of the year, probably close to like 500,000 in 2020. Then 2021, the big boom year, right? Is that right? Yeah, 2021.
Yep.
I think I did, and it is on my taxes. So I did 1.6 million.
Man.
And then last year, 2022, just over 400,000. So I declined heavily, heavily. Um, but that was a case of just completely throwing away the business and not working on it.
Hmm.
What have you, I guess, done differently or seen that has led to this incremental growth in the past years? Because again, this has been somewhat of a down period in most people's eyes compared to those years. What have you done to to see growth, to see year over year growth through these ups and downs of the collectibles trading card market?
One of the biggest things was starting consignments. That was really big for me, because that led to week. I do auction consignments, so that
Mhm.
led to weekly auctions. And as much as people don't like auctions, auctions are a really good tool for kind of boosting your visibility. Um, Pricing aside, it really helps with getting those sales, getting that feedback, building that following, and getting people to view your buy it now inventory. Plus, it also helped the commission. Also helped the commission and the actual sales. Definitely helped my figures increase. So that was probably the biggest thing. More recently, it's just been being more consistent with myself, and um listing every day, getting something done every day. I've been good about listing stuff every day to kind of feed the algorithm, but just kind of staying on task. I have a bad habit of kind of going from one project to the next to the next to the
Yeah.
next and never actually finishing any of those projects. So
Yeah.
this year I made a goal to kind of stay more consistent with myself, and instead of trying to sort through 10 boxes of cards at once, stick with one box and get that completely sorted, and then move over to the next box and the next one, and so on and so forth. 20 the end of 21 and then throughout 22, because we saw pricing go down so much during that time frame. There seemed to be a lot of good deals in the market, so I was buying a lot back then. So now I would buy a lot. I would sort through like the top like 10-20% of that collection, and then set all the bulkier type stuff back, and buy the other collection and do the same thing. So I accumulated all this like bulky stuff that I need to get to eventually. So that's been another one of my goals this year, is to get through that stuff and try not to buy as much this year. So
Not to
I would
buy
like to.
as much.
What was that?
That's you got to keep buying. You can't stop buying.
I want to unbury myself first.
No,
I want to get to a point
how old-
where
How old are you, Nick?
I'm 30 right now.
You've got 40 more years of this. You don't need to unbury yourself yet.
You're a bad influence.
No, you're the bad influence, because I have never bought bulk before in my life. But between the influence from you and a little bit of like S.M. Pratt and his incredible bullish behavior towards Japanese cards,
Mm-hmm.
I have purchased during that great year of 2021. I purchased so many collections from Japan of promos and set cards, just so much that I have no idea what's in it, but it's in my storage unit. I know there's great stuff, especially now with the way things are going with Japanese cards.
Oh yeah.
But it is like, and this is all like vintage stuff, not the waifus. This is all like Watsiera, Koro promos and Black Star promos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some hollows from every set. But that's your influence of just buying bulk, just having a ton of cards. I'm thankful for it. I think I have a nice rainy day fund or something to do for the rest of my life. But
you'll never be bored now.
But it's like, I mean, that's what you built your business off of. So why would you stop? Why would you stop buying? What's that attitude shift for?
Not so much stop buying. I just want to get to a point where I'll buy a collection, completely sort it, and then be able to move on to the next collection. To try and stay ahead of myself, because right now
Okay.
I feel like I'm still falling behind.
Well, that's a feeling right there, Nick, that a lot of us will always have, whether
I
it's
think so.
Pokemon or anything else. Don't get ahead of yourself. That's when you're in the wrong place. If you're ahead of yourself and you don't have anything to do, that's bad. You need to have endless.
That is true.
You don't. I mean, that's looking at that mindset in one way. Obviously, you want to be more productive, actually get through things, get through your backlog. But if you get to the point where you are finished, like, but then what? You're screwed.
You'll be able to finally take a day off.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that clip, be sure to check out the full video podcast right here. And every Thursday, we drop a new podcast that premieres on YouTube here live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to subscribe and comment down below which guest you'd like me to have on next.